To sportscourier.com, here with a professional wrestling legend. He's got a new book out as well. Dr. Tom Prichard, how you doing, Doctor?
I am doing great. We're here at PWS, and I tell you, they're saying there's even more people here tonight than there was last night. What a great crowd. I miss New Jersey. I really miss New Jersey. Gosh, dang it. Anyway,
So what brings you here?
Well, now I came here tonight especially for a special autograph session and to plug my book, but also there's a big surprise happening tonight at PWS that I'm not obliged to let everybody in on yet, so if you stick around, you're going to stick around, right? Okay, well this is it's a huge announcement I have, and the officials at Pro Wrestling Syndicate have allowed me to come here tonight and drop this, I don't want to say bombshell, but I will. Bombshell on everybody here in New Jersey. So I'm pretty excited about this, and I'm pretty excited about that as well.
Now, you've mentored some of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You recently parted ways with WWE. How's that kind of downtime period been? Have you gone back to just mentoring wrestlers going around, state to state, or have you kind of maybe, turned it down a notch a little bit, kind of relaxed, smelled the roses?
You know what? I don't think there's any time smelling the roses, but one of my Japanese friends, one of the Japanese reporters actually, one of my friends who came here and took, this gentleman right there from Japan, he's coming here for WrestleMania, but he came down to Tampa, he covered Yoshitatsu, covered many things we did in FCW, but in the meantime, since my separation and severed ties with WWE, I did start a wrestling school, but that's now by the wayside as well, because wrestling schools in the United States wrestling schools in Tennessee don't necessarily work. I've had some opportunities, people have sent me matches on Facebook, they've sent me matches via email to critique and give them advice on, which I've done, I'm always willing to do, but that's something that I've done in this past year along the way, and also I've wrote a blog at drtompritchard.com about various things I've done as well this past year. So yes, I've helped and mentored a few wrestlers along the way, but right now I'm just doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
So is your life a little stress-free lately?
Yeah, I've got to say it is, and I'm very, very happy with what I'm doing, where I'm at. We moved from Tampa to Knoxville, Tennessee, and I believe things have calmed down. But you know what, man? I'm going to be a wrestling fan till the end of my days, and I'm going to help as many people as I can when I can.
And there's another Prichard right now in Impact Wrestling doing a great job. Really, the show and Bruce. The show has tremendously improved the last couple of years since he's been there. Can we see Dr. Tom maybe strolling in there, making an appearance, mentoring some young talent?
Well, the thing I've always learned in this business and that business is you can never say never. So while at this time I wouldn't say I'll be there anytime soon, but you never know, Fred. You have to keep your ears and eyes open at all times, especially, as I said, tonight I have a big announcement, so you just never know. That might intertwine with TNA, that might intertwine with WWE. Hell, I know it's going to intertwine with PWS, so you don't really know what the future holds, and I sure as hell don't know what the future holds. But I do know I'm here tonight, and I know it's going to be a great card, it's going to be a great house, a lot of great people, some old friends, and that's as far as I'm going. I take it one day at a time from now on.
Now, we are going to talk about your awesome book, but one guy that's wrote a couple books that's now in WWE doing his thing, a little bit of a career resurgence, Dutch Mantell, a.k.a. Zeb Colter. What are your thoughts on him and how he's been doing, getting all that heat, especially on Twitter?
Well, listen, I've always felt that Dutch Mantell was a tremendous character. He has a tremendous mind for this business. He understands what this is about. And I really appreciate the fact that WWE now sees that, and they've seen it but haven't acted on it until now. So I think it was a big boost not only for Jack Swagger, but WWE and the fans, because it gives them something else to get their teeth sunk into. So I can appreciate the fact that Dutch Zeb is doing well in WWE, and I believe he's going to do well going forward, because he really is has a good mind. He's a good man, and I appreciate the fact when good people get great positions and they work for it. And Dutch is going to work for it, and he's going to do a great job for no matter who he might walk to the ring with, or no matter who he might mentor.
And I don't think a lot of people are going to disagree with that. Now, sir, why is this book essential to all young wrestlers?
Well, let me just show you. There's a lot of things in here that you can take away. While we can talk all the way about being a wrestler, let me just, you can put it right here. It says, you have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. Therefore, this is a suggestion and a manual on how to plan a 1-year training session for professional wrestlers, up and coming, or seasoned pros. Also, there's some stories in here about how I became a doctor in professional wrestling. A lot of people have asked me that. Two people have asked me that tonight, and I explained to them that in professional wrestling, poof, you're a doctor. But that's not what happened. Actually, there's a story behind it. So, let me just show you this quote one more time. This is in bold print. Here you go. You have your way, I have my way, but as for the correct and the only way, it does not exist. Plus, there are suggestions. There's top 10 list, how to send a promo package to WWE or TNA or any company at all. So 10 tips while training, not 10 trips, although I have those in there as well. But there's a lot of various things in here that you'll find either informative, comical, or just out and out. I wouldn't say ridiculous, because what I wrote here is the truth. And you can argue with me all day long, but I did start training people in 1996. I had an interruption in service in 2004, came back in 2007, and again have another interruption of service. So I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop being a mentor or help anyone who asks for my help, and that's what I do. I love this business. I love professional wrestling. I love the people in it, and I think it's going to be a great business for years to come. Triple H is doing a great job with WWE. I believe my brother's doing a great job in TNA, and if they keep seeing talent and bringing talent up to both companies, then we're going to have a great business for years to come.
Well said, sir. Now, where can fans find you online?
You can go to my website at drtomprichard.com. I'm on Twitter at Dr. Tom Prichard. That's what I was going to say. You can email me at bookdrtom@aol.com. Send me an email, send me a comment on my blog, whatever it is, and I'll respond back.
Excellent, sir. Well, definitely an honor to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you.